All right, today in the shop we have a Toro PowerShift 824. This is a snow thrower. It's got a Tecumseh mower on it, and it's got no spark. We're gonna put the ignition coil in. I already loosened up some of these bolts just for sake of speeding up the video, but get yourself a 13mm socket, and you're gonna take out these two bolts right here, right behind your electric start module. All right, also your gas tank here. These are also going to be 13mm. You will have some wires. You're going to want to disconnect this wire, and there's another wire that comes up here, this white wire. You can pull down on that. That's going to your light. Disconnect those, and we're going to drain the gas tank next before we take out these two. To drain the gas tank, just come underneath. You'll see where your hose is coming out of the bottom of the tank. You can shut your gas off here. It's on the off position. You're going to get a pair of pliers. You got a little locking clip here. Squeeze that together, pull it down, try to pull this hose off, and the gas will start pouring out. So make sure you have a drip pan. You may need to get a funnel to let it go through the funnel into the pan. But let's get that gas out of there first, and then we'll take these two nuts off. All right, that hose dropped right down there. So it's dropping into the pan now. Want to loosen this lid a little bit if it's not really coming out. Loosen this up and you can see it'll start coming out a lot faster now. We're gonna let that drain and then we'll be back. All right, so we got the gas tank off, and now we're gonna move on to this bolt down here at the bottom, an 11mm, and we're gonna go ahead and take that off. That one I did not pre-loosen for the video. After you get that out, come around to the other side, and you're going to have another 11mm right down there. Let's take that off. It's a little bit difficult to get into that one because you got those wires there, so I can't really use the ratchet on the wrench. And you're not going to get a socket in there unless you want to go ahead and take these wires off of here, which I'm going to try to do this without having to do that. That bolt is out. Now, one more thing you're going to need to take off here. You have two of these coming in here, all right? But only one of them has to be disconnected because this throttle is going to prevent you from sliding that off all the way. So it's kind of difficult. See, you know how these throttle pins are shaped here. They got a bend to them, so you can't really just pull it out of there. So come over here, and you'll see right here, it's actually got a flathead top. You could also put a little socket or wrench on there too. I'm not sure what size that is, but we're gonna go ahead with the flathead and maybe get a little pair of pliers to hold the nut on the bottom, and that'll allow you to just take this bar right up. You can see that slides right off of there now. You don't have to remove this whole assembly. I just used a flathead and held that nut on the bottom with my pliers here. Now you'll be able to turn this to take these two throttle cables off here. See, it comes off just like that. I was able to slide this back enough, and you're gonna have two bolts, right? There's one right there on that side of the coil, and there's going to be one on the other side. All right, you're going to take those two off, and that's going to allow you to pull this coil out of there. One thing you might want to do before you start working on all this now is, I went ahead and did it already, is go around and all the nuts you took out, just kind of put them back in the spots where they were. All right, I just kind of put them all back in there. See, so now as I'm shaking around and working, I'm not losing these, and a lot of them you'll get confused sometimes of what went where, and you'll lose the washers and stuff. So just go around, take a minute, put all your bolts back in. All right, you're going to want to have a 5/16 socket to get in there, and you may have to just push this a little bit to get it on there. There we go. All right. Want to get this thing lost inside that flywheel, and then you're gonna have to take this whole cover off. All right, I'm gonna leave that right there for now and go ahead and we'll start on the other side. Once both bolts are out, you can see that your coil is now free. What you're going to want to do is this green wire going here. You're going to want to pull up on that. Come on. There we go. And now you can just pull your coil straight up. Unplug it from the spark plug. And there you go. Voila. That's how you remove the coil. So I hope this tutorial helped you out, and if it did, please hit subscribe below. I'm only 100 subscribers away from 1,000, and I'll be able to actually get monetized when I reach 1,000 subscribers. I can finally start getting paid. I've been doing these videos for years. So please, it means a lot if you could just hit subscribe below, give me a like, and I'll see you guys next time.